All right, not a huge week this week, and the Fanatics Collect weekly auction number, 173. This is the auction that ended last night on May 11th. Happy Mother's Day to my mother and my wife and all the other mothers that are out there. It was a good day. For me, it's a double. It's my wife's birthday and it's Mother's Day, so she gets double treatment from the family and lots of attention. So it was a great day for us. I hope it was a great Mother's Day for you. This weekly auction, this Mother's Day Fanatics weekly auction that ended so disrespectfully on May 11th was auction number 173. Not a lot of crazy high-end heat at the top, but still some interesting stuff nonetheless. Would you believe 5 out of the top 6 highest sales last night were Michael Jordan cards? Stay tuned till the end of the video. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you watch these Fanatics weekly auction recaps every single Monday morning. It helps me with YouTube. Remember, if you're selling your cards on Fanatics in any capacity, whether it's weekly auctions, premier auctions, even the buy it now marketplace, please consider using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. When you submit your cards to Fanatics, it is the primary method of monetary support that I get for doing this great, consistent basketball card content every single week. Thank you guys for watching. You're going to enjoy the video. Again, watch till the end. You're going to see some surprises at the top. It's still a pretty cool auction with definitely some bell ringing along the way. Enjoy. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN. Hey folks, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. We've got the top 48 highest selling basketball cards from last night's Fanatics weekly auction number 173. And let's get cranking with none other than Michael Jeffrey Jordan, his 1993 Ultra Power in the Key. This is a minimum gem card. It's a Pop 8 in BGS 9.5, none higher. You guys know this one is miserable to grade because of the foil anywhere and everywhere. One of his OGs, right? 93. It's not quite 92. It's not quite Beam Teams. Not quite Total D team leaders, but it's 93 Ultra. So one of Jordan's early year inserts. And this one is like I said, a Pop 8. This one last night was a minimum gem, and it made a little bump back. So this is interesting. This card is actually one of the cards that has not gotten back to 2021 peak. It's dipped all the way down to 2,400. You could have picked it up. Last night was a huge jump back up to 4,080. So over the last, let's go 2 years, the card's actually still down. So one of the rare Michael Jordan meaningful hierarchy inserts in gem condition that is down over the last 2 years, despite the fact that it's bumped up a little bit the last 2 sales. So 4,080 last night. Of course, if we're looking for the PSA 10, we're looking at a price not 4,000, but a price of 9,278, despite there being 5 times as many in the population. Hoops Career Tribute Premium Kobe Bryant does 4,080. How about a Karl Anthony Towns card? Logo man, 1 of 1, massive autograph on this card. Hell, let's just look at it. That's a humongous autograph right there for that Towns card. 2021 National Treasures as well, so that checks a lot of boxes. 57 bids, so a lot of Knicks collectors, a lot of Karl Anthony Towns collectors out there trying to collect maybe the toughest man in the NBA. It's either him or Steven Adams. I don't know. You tell me who's tougher, Steven Adams or Karl Anthony Towns. 4,200 for that logo man, Karl Anthony Towns. LaMelo Ball. That's a beautiful card. What is this? 2020 National Treasures Crossover 10. LaMelo Ball SGC 8.5. Sells for $4,200. And then we've got to look this up. We've talked about it. We did a whole project where we did I don't even remember the damn name of the thing. What was it? Oh, Back to Basics. I did a video series on my channel where we did a Michael Jordan base cards only March Madness 64 card bracket, and it was really fun. It was really great. I don't think it was as well received as I suspected it would be, but it got some views. And this card did very well in the Back to Basics. I won't spoil it. You guys can always go back and see and look for yourself and check out Michael Jordan's 64 best, well, right at Michael Jordan's 64 best base cards. We work our way all the way up to number 1, back to basics, BASE-X. You see how I did that there? This is his 96 EX2000 PSA 10 of really just an absolutely beautiful card that doesn't look like a base card. There it is, but that's a terrible picture. PSA 10 is a pop 46. This is a card over the last 2 years, guys, a base card that is up 74%. A card you could have picked up for as cheap as $25.50 2 years ago has run all the way up as high as $4,800, and this one sells last night for $44.40. So it looks to me to be, what, is it the second highest sale? No, this is the 4th highest sale in history of this card. 26 sales. Remember, there's only 46 of them out there. Really tough card to gem because of the diamond cutting nature and because of the little cilia, the little fibrous hairs that kind of pop off this white window frame on that card. Caitlin Clark, courtside, pink, serial number to 3, shimmer, Willy Wonka. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. It's disgusting. $4,560 somebody paid. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 8.5 for the card, 10 for the auto. This is his National Treasures International Gold, serial number to 25. This is a rookie, folks. Look how skinny Giannis is, 4,560. And then we had 2. Let me skip real quick. We had 2. There's 1, 4,680. Here's 2, 4,560. So right at the same number. 1986 Fleer Jordan stickers, PSA 9. Ironically, the sticker that had the top 30% eye appeal sold for $120 less than the other sticker. But what I wanted to show you was something cool, because last night on eBay, the card sold as well. So we had a Fanatics sale of $45.60, we had a Fanatics sale of $46.80, and we had an eBay sale of $37.49. So that's a significant difference right there. When you're talking about a card that's only around $4,500, $4,600, to sell for $800, $900 less is a significant drop. Why did that card on eBay sell for less? Well, I'm going to go ahead and click it and show you. What do you think? The one thing that stands out to me is this is an old label, and the 2 that sold on Fanatics are a new label. The other thing is Fanatics is the place to sell your Jordan cards, which is why the cards are doing so well on Fanatics. And by the way, you got a 98% paid rate on Fanatics, unlike on eBay. So 2 really good sales last night for that Jordan 86 Fleer sticker. Check it out. That's a card that over the last month is flat, but it definitely looks to be trending to the right. And that's even with that $3,700 and change sale from eBay included in there. The 2 sales last night on Fanatics would actually be the highest 2 sales over the last 1 month, over the last 13 sales. And so keep that in mind, that when you see a chart like this on Card Ladder and you see a dot on May 11th, it's going to be the average of the 3 cards that sold that night, not just the 2 on Fanatics. There's not going to be 3 dots for 3 sales. It's going to be 1 dot for the average of the 3 sales. No other way to do it for Card Ladder. BGS 9 Gatorade. We're going to look at a star card, which I don't do very often, but we're going to look at a star card. 85 star Gatorade, one of my favorite star cards. The Gatorade, the Crunch and Munch, and I like the Future, right? I like the Future card from the Jordan 10 card subset. But this is the 85 star Gatorade. It's green. It stands out. It's just very different, right? BGS 9 is a damn good grade for this card. Really tough grade right there. It's a pop 195 in a BGS 9. And don't look now, but this is a star card, not a 101, a star card otherwise over the last 6 months, trending up and to the right. This is the highest sale over the last 6 months. It's up 21.76%. That Jordan BGS 9 star card is right there. I wonder if somebody's playing a crossover game. I have no idea. Topps Gallery Players Private Issue. This is a tricky card. It was forgotten to be inserted, and then it came out in a later set. It's just a complicated little deal. You can go read about it. I've done a video on it before, but Michael Jordan, Topps Gallery, card number 10, but this is the Players Private Issue. This is a hierarchy card, and it is a rare one indeed. This PSA 10 sold last night for $46.80, and then it is a very, very low pop card. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Pop 36, 23% gem rate, only 173 graded. So tough card to find, man. Really, it is a little bit off the beaten path. 4680 is up from 4200, is up from 4320, is up from 4080, is up from 4150. So a great sale last night for that Topps Gallery PSA 10 Michael Jordan card. last night. Anthony Edwards Contenders Autograph 10 does 4,680. And then another Michael Jordan. We're going to keep looking at the Jordan stuff. This is his BGS 10, but it's not just the triumvirate. It's not the luminous base. It's the members only parallel, right? So there's a members only luminous. There's no members only luminescent or illuminator for Series 1 or Series 2. But this is a BGS 10, which makes it only a Pop 5. And this card sold for $4,800 last night. I do have it pulled up. There's the card right there. Glorious card indeed. $4,800 is far and away the highest price ever paid for the card. How nice would it have been to have jumped into this card for $760 on Fanatics, then PWCC, way back in 2019. I wonder if it's the same card. There's only 5 of them out there. That's 455. This card is last night 150. So different card, but man, what a turnaround. What an investment that would have been over a 6-year period. Anthony Edwards Flawless Ruby 910, serial number to 15, does 4,800. Paolo Banchero, not sure it's a great time to sell him, but people do what they do. Serial number to 15, Pop 1, 4920 for that Flawless Ruby. So 2 Flawless Ruby autos in a row for Anthony Edwards and Paolo Banchero, both right around the 4,800, 4,900 mark. We got a gold Nikola Jokic 2017 Prism. Of course, those true golds are always serial number to 10, so that's something Panini has been consistent with. Thank you, Panini, for doing that. Pop 1, 3 higher, $5,000. And then you'll see me get my ass kicked again. Yes, I know that the Silky Smooth comes with a netting on it, but I am one of those dudes who wants both. And if it's a BGS 9.5, I feel like there could be a bargain there. This is a mixed gem 9.5. For those of you not familiar with this 1997 Silky Smooth Skybox Premium card, I'm going to pull it up so you can see what it looks like. There's the card. That's what it looks like with no netting, okay? And this sale last night was, guess what? An all-time record. It's the all-time record, highest price ever paid for that card. Pop reports are going to be all screwed up, trust me, because some have netting, some don't. BGS does and BGS doesn't. I don't know who grades what. I can't remember. I knew it, but I forget it the day after I hear it. Here's what it looks like with the netting on it. Same exact card. The difference is netting on, netting off. And yes, the netting isn't like a coating. You can't just peel it off. It's got to be manipulated off, right? Manipulated. It's a dirty word this morning on an early Monday morning. But this is what it looks like with the netting. This is what it looks like without the netting. I wanted a copy of both. I have a copy with the netting. I wanted the copy without the netting. So don't shoot me for bidding on an altered card or whatever you want to call it. But let's ring the bell again just to remind everybody that that altered Silky Smooth sold for an all-time record. Optic Graphics Choice Nebula 1 of 1 with a bunch of crap going on in the background. It looks cheap to me. I don't know what else to say. 2023 Donruss Optographs Choice just looks like a cheap card. It is a 101 PSA 9, and it was not cheap. $5,280 for that Anthony Edwards. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is when Steph Curry hit all those shots and people went bananas and started overpaying for these. 2024 Topps Now Olympic Games Orange Steph Curry Auto. Serial number to only 5. This card does $5,400. PSA 7 Jordan rookie card does $5,520. Let's look up a Chris Webber card. Didn't have that on your bingo card this morning on Monday, May 12th, did you? But this is Chris Webber's 1997 Skybox Premium Star Rubies. This is that amoeba background, serial number to 50. What do you think? Do you think this broke an all-time record? What do you guys think? There's the card right there. Man, Webber was a damn player. He was really a player before his knees got all jacked up. All-time record regardless of grade. Regardless of grade. So the BGS 7.5 last night that sold on Fanatics Weekly broke the all-time record regardless of the grade. Highest sale ever for that Weber Premium Star Rubies. And then this is a curious case of Carmelo Button, movie reference. 2003 Chrome Gold Refractor Carmelo. So rookie Gold Refractor Carmelo. We know his cards have been, nobody's buying Carmelo cards. Nobody collects Carmelo cards. Nobody sees anybody who collects Carmelo cards. But Lamont Murray is in the picture on this card. And so maybe that had something to do with it. California Bear, great. But watch this. Carmelo Gold PSA 9 rookie card. Last 3 sales before this, 2010, 2028, 2055. And then it jumped all the way to 6,000. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. So I started thinking, well, is this back to 2021 prices? And so I click on price here, and the answer is no, it's not back to the $10,000 that it sold for back in 2021, but that's still a really big jump. From 2023 to 2025, jumping almost 3x. I mean, that you could have bought all three of the other cards for the price almost of the one that was paid for this one last night. So curious sale last night on that one. Let me know if you bought it and why you paid 3x. Let me know if you sold it and why you're extremely happy you did. Chet Holmgren, serial number 99. This is his true National Treasures RPA. BGS 910 does 6,600. He's getting his ass thrown all over the court by Jokic because he's 100 pounds less than him, but Jokic struggling, mostly not due to Chet, but due to Hartenstein and some of these other guys, even the poor man's Jalen Williams banging on Nikola Jokic all over the place. He just looks really fatigued right now. He doesn't look like our MVP that we're used to seeing putting up 20-20-20. 98 Skybox EX Century Dunkin Donuts, Michael Jordan, PSA 9. We've seen a lot of Dunkin Donuts sales lately. They've all been doing really well. For whatever reason, this card is right on the tip of every Jordan collector's mind. This is a pop 134 in PSA 9. This one's actually the second consecutive downward sale. That's the bad news, right? The card hit 7,700, an all-time high. It came down to 7,494, and then it came all the way down to 6,900. So down about $800 from what, a month ago, something like that, 2 months ago. But check this out. If you're going to want to look at the glass half full over the last year, it's up 70%. Interesting, conflicting trends on that card right there, short-term versus long-term. Anthony Hardaway, PSA 7 Credentials Future, serial number to 77. This is a PSA 7 Pop 3, just one higher. This card sold for $7,500 last night. You know I'm going to look this up because it's a big 90s card. It is an all-time record because it's a rare PSA 7 sale. If I just take out PSA 7 and just plug in PSA, still a really good sale, but it looks to be down, to be honest with you. The sales above it are all PSA 6s of the same card, and they are all more than $7,500. So the PSA 7 last night sold for less than the PSA 6s did in 2023 and 2024, and even a couple of months ago in this year, 2025. So I would aver that card seems to be trending downward. Maybe there's just only so many people out there that are looking to put that card in their collection, and maybe as a few of them have acquired the card, that's one less high deep pockets bidder looking to bid on the next one. So I love the purchase price on that PSA 7 pickup last night of $7,500. I would have suspected $9,000, $9,500, something like that, to be quite honest with you, because that's a Pop 3, only one higher. But it sold for less than the PSA 6s. Carmelo Anthony limited logos does $7,500. That is a PSA 8 with a 10 for the autograph. Am I crazy? Are these limited logo cards just some of the best looking cards in the history of the hobby? I mean, again, I don't own one. I don't own any Carmelo cards. I don't own any of these cards at all from Exquisite. I don't own an Exquisite card at all of anybody. But I call it like I see it. For some reason, I just love the limited logos from the first year, 2003 Exquisite. 65 bids should give you some idea of just how succulent that card is. BGS 10, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, True Blue color match, serial number to 199, does 7,800. How many 10s are there, Cajun? There's only 2 BGS 10s. And here's the sale last night, and of course, that is an all-time record. It's really not that close. In February, a BGS 10 sold for $6,000. This one sells for $7,800. There's only 2 of them, so let's see if it's the exact same card. Cert number 525. Cert number 525, the exact same card has now sold. Is this one 525? There's only 2 of them, like I said. It is. So the same exact card has sold May 26th for $3,700 of last year. A year ago, $3,700. Now it's double. Then it sells for $6,000 in February. And then here we are 3 months later, 4 months later, it sells for 3 months later, it sells for $7,800. So hot potato city right there. We'll see what it sells for the next time somebody sells the exact same card. Maybe they'll try to sell it again. 4th time might not be a charm. That's my guess. 61 Fleer Wilt PSA 6.5. Guys, I don't do much on vintage, but I looked at this 6.5 and I just kind of gazed at it and I was like, why didn't I buy this card? 31 bids. Shout out to Reggie Miller. Why didn't I buy this card? It looks way better than a 6.5. I know it's a little bit diamond cut at the top, and the top to bottom centering isn't perfect, but the registry is awesome. The left to right is insane, and it got a 6.5. That seems like a really harsh grade to me, and so I looked it up, and guess what? That's a great card, and somebody bought the card, not the grade. Check this out. 7,800. 5,900, 6,800, 6,900, 7,500, 5,800, 7,500, 6,300. That's not it. These are all the inactions. Then you got to go all the way back to 2021 when all hell broke loose and the card sold for $15,000, of course, because nobody knew what the hell they were doing back in 2021. But guys, this is the third highest price in history, only eclipsed by the two insane 2021 sales of $11,300 and $15,000. So I think that's a great sale last night for a really good looking 6.5. That's an exceptional looking 6.5. I'm surprised it didn't get a little a Fanatics eye appeal sticker on that. Flawless horizontal 25 SGA patch auto does 7,800. Luca Doncic orange prism PSA 9. This is a $800,000 card in 2021. I'm just kidding. Sold last night for $7,800. I do have it pulled up. It's a Pop 28 card, and it is trending in the wrong direction. I'm going to guess this is 2021. No, it's not. It's 2022. It was a $31,000 card. It has dropped all the way to $7,800. This is the lowest sale in the last 3.5 years plus. So get it while the getting's good. Maybe he'll come back fit and in shape on LeBron's offseason workout program. Upper Deck Finals, Michael Jordan from 2007 autograph PSA 9 does 8,100. Michael Jordan SP Authentic Sensational Signatures PSA 6 does 8,400. So two really cool Jordan on-card autos right there. We got a Jolly Rancher serial numbered to 5, Anthony Edwards. It does 8,700. I do have this one pulled up because it is also an all-time record because it is a PSA 9. Has the card ever sold in any other grade? Yes, 3 times. And SGC 10 sold for $14,000. So let that sink in. And this was the second highest sale ever other than the SGC 10, which sold for way too much. Tiger Stripes 9, Luca Doncic rookie card does 8,700. What about a Kobe Super Rave? That's kind of a big deal. A Kobe Super Rave serial number 250 should probably sell for more than a Jolly Rancher 9 Anthony Edwards. That's just my hunch, right? He's a little bit better player. Anthony Edwards in his wildest wet dreams will never, ever be in the conversation with Kobe Bryant, no matter what anybody thinks, no matter how optimistic you are as a collector. He ain't that guy. He is never going to be this guy for sure. And this is one of Kobe's biggest cards from the 90s. This is a tier 1 type Kobe Bryant hierarchy card, second year Kobe. It is only an authentic, and so maybe that did some damage, but it's a Pop 1 in authentic, and there's only 8 graded higher, right, by PSA. Sold last night for $9,000, and I've got it pulled up, I think. Yeah, there it is right there. I didn't search authentic or PSA this or BGS that. I just typed in Kobe Super Rave 97, card number 195. In this sale last night, if a PSA 7 is worth $21,000, and this happened just 5 months ago on January 5th. If a PSA 7, of course, that's a jersey number, so we got to throw that out, right? You got to pay attention to the details. That's jersey number 24 out of 50, so we can't count that. And is it jersey number? He's wearing 8 in the picture. I don't know. But if a BGS 9 is worth $15,600, then I love picking up an authentic for $9,000. That's just me. You guys let me know what you think. Is that a good pickup? I like it. I like it as a pickup. 2022 National Treasures Chet Holmgren. This is his Emerald serial number to 10. Authentic 10 for the autograph, though. Cool patch right there. 9,300. LeBron James 2004 Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 9 does 9,600. A 2006 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant Gold Refractor PSA 9 does 10,800. Do I have any of these looked up? I can't remember. Oh, I did look up the Kobe. There it is right there. And it's the 4th highest price ever paid for this card. It's the highest this year. The card sold for a max of $12,874 about 15 months ago. This one does $10,800. Pretty rare card right there. Remember, the gold that year in 2006 is serial numbered to only 25, so not very many of those at all. How about this guy who wears a belt to play basketball? His name is George Mikan? No, I'm just kidding. It's George Mikan. It's 48 Bowman, probably the first mainstream vintage basketball card set. What did I do? There it is right there. It's a little postage stamp guy right there. SGC 5.5 does 11,100. We're going to give vintage its day And we're going to get it a little bit of a spotlight here. This 1948 Bowman SGC 5.5 is the second highest ever sold. The highest ever was back in 2023 when it sold for $12,600. Of course, if we plug in 1948 Mike and no grade, guess what happens? You see a $800,000 PSA 9 card that sold in 2022 on Probstein. That's a pop 4, but guess what? Buckle up, because there's a PSA 10 in the world. Somebody's got it. I don't have it, or at least I don't think so. I'll check my old boxes over here on the right just to make sure I don't have it. But a PSA 10 48 Mikan, the godfather of vintage basketball cards, is estimated to be worth $1.8 million by Card Ladder. I don't know. Let me know what you think. 97 Precious Metal Gems Red, Charles Barkley PSA 5.5. This card sold for $11,100. When I first looked at this card as a former set collector and a former PMG Red expert, I'm no longer an expert because stuff has changed so much. But as a former expert and a former savant and expert on the prices in the market for PMG Reds, because I was all over the world picking them up, this seemed really low to me. $11,100 for a Barkley PMG Red and a 5.5, which is a ho-hum yeoman's grade, right? Really seemed low to me. And so I looked it up, and I just looked it up regardless of grade and sorted by price. A BGS 7.5 and a PSA 5.5 are what and what, right? In Louisiana, and I don't know if y'all say that where you're from. That just means that they're the same, right? PSA 5.5, BGS 7.5, about the same. There's usually about a 1.5 to 2 grade difference, PSA to BGS on PMG Reds. It's just the way it is. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. A PSA 6 sold for $31,000, all right? So we'll even compare red apples to green apples, right? We've got a 5.5 sale last night. This was a PSA 6 sale. This was in 2023, back when I was collecting the set. The red Barkley sold for $31,200. Last night, the 5.5 sold for $11,000. That's a serious disparity. You guys let me know what's going on with PMG Reds. Are they coming back to the field? Did they run too hot because of lunatics like me and gentlemen in Chicago and a few other people maybe on the West Coast and maybe down here in Louisiana were chasing the set? Did set collectors drive those prices up? Not inorganically, but just because we wanted the damn set. You had a bunch of people with, where money was flowing and they were chasing a really, really important set. Still a great card. I will go on record as saying I love this $11,100 pickup of a PSA 5 Barkley PMG Red. Black Refractor LeBron, rookie serial number to 500, does 14.4. We're going to look up a Giannis card. Out of the playoffs, out of sight, out of mind for now. Wait till the season ends and wait till they start talking about him and Victor Wembanyama at the 4 and the 5 spot in San Antonio. God willing, that blood clot heals. It looks like I'm going to have to find a new favorite team. You guys know I've been with the Bucks ever since Giannis was there. It's been a 12-year run. I'm going to follow Giannis wherever he goes, unless he goes to like the Wizards. I'm going to follow him wherever he goes. It sounds like the Lakers are possibly in play. I don't know how they're going to make that work on a salary. I don't know how Giannis is going to deal with those dudes not playing any defense. But San Antonio has mucho assets. Houston has mucho assets. And don't look now, but Oklahoma City has mucho assets. All of those teams are going to be legitimate potential landing spots for this gentleman, Giannis Antetokounmpo, over the summer, because I think they are going to part ways because there is no hope after the Dame Lillard Achilles injury. There's really no hope before that, but after Dame's Achilles injury, and so they got $50 million on the books for a guy who's not even going to play, it's just impossible. I mean, Giannis is just, he can't do anything there. It's a waste of his time. It's a waste of the Bucks' time. They're better off trying to lose. This is his 2013 Select Green, serial number to 5, BGS 9.5. It sold for $15,000 last night. I think I have it pulled up. I don't. I didn't pull it up. Oh, I do remember looking it up. It's right on the number. I think the last 3 sales have been 15, 15, 16, something like that every single time. We've got a Michael Jordan autograph. Actually, we got 2 Michael Jordan autographs. We're going to look at 2 in a row. This is a Gem Plus copy of the 2003 SP Authentic Signatures. This is a non-serial numbered, but it sold for $15,600 last night. There it is right there. I've got this sorted by date sold. This is an interesting because I'm just going to show you the last 4 sales. December 8th, 2024. So go back with me 6 months ago, 11,100. Then it sells for a whopping 18,000, up $7,000 almost. Then it comes back down again. That was 7 days later, by the way. It sold for $7,000 more. And then here we are on MC Sports Cards on eBay. It comes all the way back down to 11,100 in March. That's 2 months ago. And then last night it sells again for 15,600. Keep in mind, this is a superlative copy of the card. I didn't realize this card was in Card Ladder. This is a card that's actually Pop 46 in a BGS 9.5. A PSA 10 sells for around 19,000. So not that big a disparity between a PSA 10 and a BGS 9.5. But check this out. The BGS 9.5 with a 10 for the autograph, like a fat man on a treadmill. What's happening here? We have no idea. But this is the fifth highest sale ever of this card in this grade of the 34 sales that have occurred. And then next to it, we got another one. I don't collect Wizard stuff very much. I do have a few pieces, right? I don't have any Wizards autographs or any Michael Jordan autographs for that matter. But this is his 2002 SP Game Used, serial number to 50, patch autograph. And if something about this card just calls to me, check it out. $17,400 for this card right there after 44 bids. Let's look it up in Card Ladder. I know I looked it up. It's right here. There it is. That is the all-time record, and it is not close. $17,400 is a $6,000 jump over the February 6th sale of the same card, but it's a different card because it's a different patch. So I know it's not the same card. Is it? No, it's not. Is it? No, that's not the same card. Yeah, what's the cert number? No, the patch looks relatively similar. Look at that patch. It looks kind of similar. 649, and this one is 702, and the patch is a little bit different. Yep, so different cards, and then you can go back and look at this one, and you can see the patch is very different right there. But a $6,000 jump for an all-time record is a big jump indeed. Next to it, we got a 1987 Fleer Michael Jordan PSA 10, and I don't think it's a great one. I know it's a new PSA label, but this card's off-center left to right. I'm sorry, it is. The first thing I notice when I look at it is, hey, man, you got a card, but it's off-center. Don't get it graded, or it's going to grade a PSA 9. 35 bids. Shout out to KD on this one. But this card did $18,000 last night. But somebody noticed the card, not necessarily just the grade. And let me tell you why. Because this is a down sale, right? This is a card that has been trending up and to the right. This is a Pop 215 card, second year Jordan Fleer card. 14 sales over the last year. And look at the trend. That's a private sale. But look at the trend from 12,860, very relatively steadily upward, all the way to eclipsing the $20,000 mark. And then this one last night comes back down a full $2,000. I think it's because it's not well-centered. It's a little bit off left to right. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Top row, we got Jordan, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then Jordan, LeBron, and T-Mac on a triple auto. Let's start with a Michael Jordan Hierarchy Tier 1 card. Here's the problem. It's the old BGS label, which is disgusting. It needs to be just send this back to BGS and get a new label. 104 bids. I don't think I remember 104 bids on a card on a Fanatics weekly auction, maybe ever. That might be the most I've ever seen. I can't even say shout out to anything because I can't even say shout out to Wilt Chamberlain because it's over 100, right? 100 points scored in a game. But this had 104 bids, which makes me think this. People are recognizing that hierarchy cards, tier 1 type cards, even tier 2 cards, you can throw the grade out the window. I just want the damn card in my collection, and it brings more people to the table because when it's in a bad grade and a low grade, and this is a very low grade for the Jambalaya, we'll look at the pop in just a second, it allows more people to get in on at an affordable price. So 104 savvy bidders were looking for this card. Now, I hate the card because it's so off-center left to right, I can't look past it. It's just really bad off-center left to right. The back is actually better, and the back is like super damaged. It looks super damaged to me at the top. I'm sorry. I'll click the button so you guys can see what I see. And remember, on Fanatics Collect, you can get dirty, get filthy, get up in there. That just looks damaged. It doesn't just look like edge wear. It looks damaged. This is edge wear. That looks damaged at the top. Like I don't know what's going on with that card. I don't know. No, let's just leave it at this is a really beat up copy of a jambalaya, but it's a jambalaya and it's authentic and it's real and it sold for $20,400 last night. I've got it pulled up right there. That is by far the all-time record for a 7.5. By far, not even close. This one right here, I think was the no, what was this? I don't know. It says read, which always worries me. Anytime a title says read, don't. Just keep moving. Scroll past it, right? That's my best investment advice. If you're on eBay or on Fanatics or anywhere and it says read, well, Fanatics won't do that. But if you're on eBay and it says, please read, just keep scrolling. That means something weird's going on. It's a backdoor copy or their kid pooped on it or something. You don't want it. Just keep going. Buy a real one. Buy something where you don't have read in the title. 20,400 all-time record for a 7.5 jambalaya. Oh, I promised you the pop report. Here's your pop report. 7.5 is bad, guys. There's over 100 graded higher just by BGS. It's actually a really easy card to gem. 108 have been graded. 79 of them have graded better than a BGS 9. 79 of the 108, which is about 75%, are gem or mint or better. So it's not a really hard card to grade, to be quite honest with you. So 7.5 is really bottom of the barrel. But again, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not disparaging a $20,000 amazing Michael Jordan card. But let's see if a 7.5 sold for that. Let's see if we got 8.5 in card ladder. What's an 8.5 worth? Yeah, an 8.5 is worth about $29,000. Here's the chart on an 8.5. So just 1 point higher, but that's a long time ago, guys. God dog, what's a 9.5 worth? 9.5 is worth about 40 something thousand. It looks like 44,000 it sold for in February. When's the last PSA 10 that sold? Oh, hello, mama. PSA 10 sold in February for $123,000. So 6X, right? 6X. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, vertical, PSA 9, authentic only for the autograph. Is this going to set another stupid Shai Gilgeous-Alexander record? No, it's not. This did not break a record. A different version, a different card number 1 out of 25, sold for $25,800 a couple months ago. This one does $2,100. Again, great looking card. He and Jokic are not putting up MVP type numbers against each other. It's sort of a rock fight, a fight in the mud right now. We'll see who comes out. It's 2-2 going back to Oklahoma City at the time of recording this video. And then the number 1 card, we'll get in here and get a little bit naughty and look up close here. It's a BGS 9.5 min gem. On card, LeBron, Jordan, and Tracy McGrady. 41 bids. Shout out to the great Dirk Nowitzki, a Dallas legend. His legacy as the greatest Dallas Mavericks player in history is safe now because Doncic is gone, never to return. I would assume unlikely to return. We'll say that. LeBron did it, so maybe one day Doncic goes back after they get rid of that moron GM. $24,000 for this sale last night for this triple auto. And here you go, guys. This is the second highest sale of this card ever. December of last year, the card sold for $31,100 on Golden. If we look at the pop of this card, it's been graded 16 times by BGS. There are 9 9.5s and 1 pristine BGS 10. So card number 1 that won the auction last night, there it is right there on your screen. Triple auto, LeBron, Jordan, Tracy McGrady, 2003. Signature edition, authentic signatures triple. Minimum gem. So there's our top 10, guys. A lot of Jordan. 5 out of the top 6 are Jordan cards. And then we've got a pretty weak sale on a Barkley, a pretty ho-hum steady sale on the Giannis, a black refractor LeBron PSA 8 sneaks in, and then George Mikan, representing the vintage collectors out there, sneaks in with the godfather of vintage cars, the 1948 Bowman SGC 5.5, which did really well, if I do say so my damn self, last night. Thank you guys for watching as always. Guys, I hope this gets your week off to a great start. It is Monday, May 12th. The one way you can support the channel, there's a bunch of ways you can support this channel, many of which don't require you to come out of your pocket with any money at all, okay? So the first one is hit the like button on this video, especially if you've watched it till the end. It must be bringing some type of value to you, so please remember to hit the like button on my videos. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Another way you could support the channel is using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, if you want to break records and ring the bell on Fanatics Collect Weekly Auctions, CAJUN. And then there's a bunch of other ways you can support the channel. Some of them are worth checking out in the YouTube description to this very video. Just go in there and click the description, including using Card Ladder and subscribing for Card Ladder using my Cajun affiliate link. That would help as well. Card Ladder is my data pricing tool of choice. It's the only one that I use. It's the only one that I need. And there's so much more to it than just looking up prices of cards. Trust me, if you watch the channel long enough, you'll see me dig very deep into the bowels. Ooh, that sounded terrible. You'll see me dig deep into the engine that is Card Ladder and use the indexes and get a little bit, hyper technical and detailed. You can go wild in Card Ladder. There's all sorts of things you can do, including keeping track of your collection. It's a collection management software as well. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Have a great week of this May 12th. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. I got some great people coming on the channel. Speaking of Card Ladder, Chris McGill's coming on, and we're recording today. That video will be coming out soon. Stay tuned. Josh Dawson of Northeast Sports Cards is coming back on the channel. We're going to talk about all things Michael Jordan hierarchy. We're doing a live stream tomorrow at 2:30 Central Time. Yeah, I know people with real jobs aren't going to be able to get on, but if you can sneak away from work or take a late lunch break or whatever, we're going to be recording for about an hour, hour and a half tomorrow at 2:30 Central Time on YouTube. So jump in and send us your questions and jump in and interact with us in the live chat. I'd love it. I know it's not optimal timing, but again, my evenings are not my own, Mrs. Cajun, and then my kids get my evenings. And so most of the damage that I do on this YouTube channel, I do it really early in the morning before work starts. And then sometimes during business hours, I've got an hour break, but we'll be live streaming tomorrow at 2:30. If you collect Jordans, if you love the hierarchy, you're going to want to tune in tomorrow at 2:30 because I'm bringing on maybe a top 3 Michael Jordan card collector in the entire world, Northeast Sports Cards, Josh Dawson. So enjoy that live stream tomorrow. But a bunch of other great stuff already scheduled, ready to go. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Subscribe if you haven't, and peace.